Today we are going to teach you to crochet this elf drawstring bag. This drawstring bag is made of the body of the drawstring pocket and then the straps, the small ball underneath the straps, composed with this patch spread above. Next we start crocheting. The main threads used are black and white 4-strand cotton. Let's start by hooking the main part. Wrap the cotton thread, then pinch this thread. We'll hook 26 chain stitches. Let's see how we start the stitch. Make a loop and pinch the thread. Grab the thread and pull it out. First, this is a live knot, not counting the stitches. And then we'll start hooking. 26 chain stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. "26 chain stitches later, we'll start crocheting on the penultimate stitch. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're gonna hook a double crochet here first. And then we hook a double crochet in. We then hook double crochet on each chain stitch in turn. That's 22 double crochets in a row. When we're done with the 22 double crochets, there's one last stitch left. We'll hook 3 double crochets in the last stitch. After the 3 double crochets are done, let's go around to the other side of this chain stitch, and then we pick the other half of the stitch. After the 3 chain stitches, let's go around to the other side, pick the other half of the chain stitch. Hooking 21 double crochets at a time. Hook a double crochet in each loop. Hook 21 double crochets in sequence. After the 21 double crochets are done, we have one last stitch left here. We're down to the last half stitch of the chain stitch here. And then inside this chain stitch, we hook a double crochet increase. That's 2 double crochets in this coil. When we're done, we'll find the position of the first stitch, and then where's the first stitch? So close. When we're done, we'll find the chain stitch, the position of the first stitch. When we're done, we'll find the first one, the location of this chain stitch in double crochet, and then we hook a sheep stitch, hook it up, 2 chain stitches, and then we start the second loop of crochet. The first loop is now complete. Then we start the second lap. From the second to the 15th lap is 48 double crochets. That's 48 double crochets without adding or subtracting. This is what it looks like after the 15th loop. Then we hook a chain stitch and break the line. The body of the bag is now complete. Yeah. And then we are going to start crocheting the straps. For the lacing section, winding the thread first. Wrap the thread and then we start with the same chain stitch. We can leave it a little longer here. Then we chain stitch to the right length. For this strap, we need to crochet 2 identical pieces. Then when we're almost done, we'll put it on the packet and compare it to the packet. That's about right. And then we're going to pull this thread out. Stretch it out a little bit. And then cut the line. After that, we'll just hook another strap of the same length. Okay, so when we're done crocheting this strap, and then we assemble it on top of this body. We'll start by folding the body in half like this. After finishing, we'll enter the needle from the most lateral position. Then we thread the needle every 2 stitches. That's it. Pull this line over. Leave a little bit here and then every 2 stitches. Okay, and then we'll go to the far side here. Put this through here. And then we go to the far side. Put it through here. And then sort out this length. It's probably the same length on both sides. Okay, and then if we go to the other wire. And we are going to do the same thing on the back side here. Next we'll start crocheting this little bow on top of the band. First wind the thread. Magic ring. Then we hook 6 single crochet in this loop. It's a chain stitch. And then we wrap the wire inside this coil and hook out. Winding the hook out of these 2 coils, this is a single crochet. Then we'll hook 5 more single crochets. Okay, when we're done, we'll tighten the loop. Then we find the position of the first stitch. Then we place this thread on the crochet hook. Winding the thread. Hook a sheep stitch. Okay, when we're done, we hook a chain stitch. Then we do the same in the first coil. First we hook a single crochet. Then we go to the second loop. Hook a single crochet increase. That's 2 single crochet on this 1 coil. This is a group of Then we repeat the hook. After this loop, we'll look again. Let's start with a single crochet. Then go to the next coil and hook a single crochet increase. Repeat to finish the loop. After the second loop, let's find the position of the first stitch. Hook a sheep stitch, and then hook a chain stitch, and then we'll start hooking a third loop. For the third loop, it's 9 single crochets without adding or subtracting. Then the fourth loop is the same operation. Okay, so after we've completed the fourth lap, let's stretch this coil, and then we'll sew this part of the tip to this. On top of the little ball, we are going to run a sewing needle through these 2 lines and then find this, the center of the ball, and then we plugging in. Put this through here. Once we're through, we can tie a knot here to keep it from coming out. It's also possible with this line at the bottom of the line itself to keep it from falling off. When we're done, we turn it over. Hide this thread. Okay, let's start crocheting the 5th loop. The 5th lap is a single crochet, 1 decrease for a group. Repeat the hook for 3 groups. Let's take a look at a single crochet, and then a decrease. Decrease is the result of hooking 2 single crochet. In decrease, 2 single crochets are combined into a single stitch. Look at the outer half of the chain stitch. Pick both at the same time. And then hook out around the wire. Hook out around the line. This is a decrease. Then we repeat the loop. Alright, let's go to the 5th loop. After the hook, we sheep stitch. Hook a chain stitch. Then we stretch this coil. Then we can disconnect the wire. After disconnecting, we sew this little opening closed. After we break the thread, we'll stuff this little ball with cotton, and then we'll sew up the opening. And then we'll use the needle to close the opening. Pick it up here. 6 outer half stitches of single crochet. And then we tighten this coil. And that's how the opening is sewn up. Then we'll hide the thread and we're done. And then we're done with the harness. Next, I'll show you how to crochet this little ghost patch. You can use it as a brooch or a hair clip. Used. The main threads are white and purple for strand cotton, and 2.0 毫米 crochet hook. Next, we start crocheting. Next, we crochet the elf part of the top of the bag. Then we first take out the white thread, and then we wind the thread. Magic ring. Then we hook 10 half double crochet in this loop. Let's see how to hook a half double crochet. Wrap the thread around and pull it out first. Hook a chain stitch, and then we hook a chain stitch. Then we wrap the cotton thread. Crochet into this loop. hook out of the loop, and then we go around the 3 coils in turn. This is a half double crochet. Then we need to crochet in this loop a total of 10 half double crochet. After the 10 half double crochets are done, we tighten up this coil. Then find the position of the first needle. Then we place this thread on the crochet hook. Wrap the thread around the crochet hook. Hook out, then hook a sheep stitch, and then we hook a chain stitch. Then we start hooking. Second loop. The second lap is 10 half double crochet increases. Okay, then we hook a chain stitch. And then we'll hook a chain stitch. And then we start hooking. In the first loop, we'll hook 2 half double crochets. This is called the increase of the half double crochet. Then repeat this for all the remaining loops. 2 half double crochets in one loop. Repeat this loop. After our second loop, we'll hook a chain stitch. And then we start to crochet the third loop. The third loop is a half double crochet. And then a half double crochet increase as a group. Repeat for 10 sets. First we hook a half double crochet in the first loop. Then we'll make 2 half double crochets in the second loop. That's the increase of the half double crochet. Repeat this to complete the loop. First loop, hook a half double crochet. Then the second coil hooks a half double crochet increase. After the third loop, we first hook a sheep stitch, and then we hook a chain stitch. After that, we go to the next coil and we hook a single crochet. Then we go to the next loop, hook a half double crochet. Next coil, hook a double crochet. After the double crochet is done, for the next loop we hook a FW stitch. That is, in this loop we need to hook 3 double crochets. Two, 3. Okay, when we're done, let's go to the next coil and hook 1 half double crochet. Then we hook for single crochet. Okay, when we're done, we'll hook a half double crochet. And then we'll move on to the next loop. Next coil we hook a double crochet. Then for the next loop we will hook a FW stitch. Then we go to the next loop and we hook a half double crochet. When we're done, we'll hook a single crochet in the next loop. Then on the next loop we'll hook a sheep stitch. Okay, here we hook a chain stitch, flip the piece. And then we hook the sheep stitch in this loop. To continue, we need 3 more ship stitches. Okay, when we're done, we'll hook 2 chain stitches. Then we go to the next coil and hook 1 double crochet increase, also known as 2 double crochets in the same loop. Okay, the next loop is the same. Double crochets increase. And when it's done, we hook a half double crochet. And then we hook a chain stitch. When we're done, we hook 2 chain stitches. And then next coil hook, double crochet increase. The next coil is the same double crochet increase. Okay, when we're done, we'll hook a half double crochet. And then the ship stitch. After the ship stitch is complete, we hook 2 chain stitches. Next coil will hook the increase of the double crochet. Next loop, same hook double crochet increase. And then a half double crochet. Next we hook a 3 ship stitch. And then go ahead and hook another ship stitch. That's 4 ship stitches. When you're done, we'll hook a chain stitch and disconnect. After we disconnect, the main body of our little ghost is now complete. And then we use glue and glue this eye in the right place. Then we take a section of purple wire. We'll use only 1 strand to sew on the mouth and the arms. Sew the mouth first. After we've adjusted the position, we use a little bit of glue, and we'll give it a little bit of glue to hold the shape in place. That's about as good as it gets. And then we'll sew the arm in the same way. Once the arms are tied, the ghost is ready. And then we can sew it to this drawstring bag. Or you can glue it in place.